How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Doge update, and this is very concerning. The whole year was spent accumulating after a dump and forming this bullish double bottom. There were many failed breakout attempts. I made a video here and a video here suggesting that we would see Doge heading back towards 40 cents. But if this neckline is ever lost, the expectation is no longer 40 cents because that is the measured target out of the double bottom, and that target will only happen so long as the neckline is support. And we just had multiple failed breakouts. This led to this area being confirmed as resistance and ultimately leading, due to the liquidation event, the 200 EMA getting lost here. That is very negative because we had this bullish setup and it failed. There's only one other direction this market can go, guys. So I really want to hold any altcoin in a scenario like what we're experiencing, because with each support lost, it's so much harder to recover that new resistance. So I am really getting concerned due to this potential loss of current support. This is where the liquidation actually closed its daily candle. That liquidation day closes daily candle right here, 18 cents. With the pump back up, you can see where previously there were bounces from. Now we're finding supply. Now we're dumping from. We're finding resistance exactly there. It's also the very first moving average out of the 6 that I use. So this is very negative. I'm not seeing anything positive anymore. The scenario last week was a lot different because in the past couple of weeks, the 200 EMA was holding. So even with these failed bullish breakouts, as long as support holds, you have the opportunity because that acts as demand. See here, it failed, came back into support, had another go here. Failed, had another go, broke out, but failed to hold on the neckline. Of course, where did it find support? 200 EMA, and had another go. It just couldn't turn that neckline into support, eventually losing the 200 EMA, and this is where the bias changes. So when you lose this support, it just becomes resistance. The move back up into there is not good enough. It needs to recover all the moving averages in one full swoop. Unless it does so, this is now resistance. This is going to act as a top, and you're going to see a continuation lower attacking this current support. That's exactly what we're seeing. So you can't argue that me being truthful with you was wrong. This is just the reality. It's black and white rules, support and resistance, previous highs, previous lows, and support has turned into resistance here. By losing the next level of support, it makes it harder because let's say it dumps down to here, that's support, you're going to get a bounce because it's demand. Then this becomes resistance. This area then becomes resistance. Previously giving you a bounce that failed, you start losing it, come back up into this zone, it's going to fail again as resistance. So Bitcoin needs to wake up. How does it sort itself out? Bitcoin needs to wake up. There needs to be a recovery of 23 cents. I'm not changing my bias. I am bearish under 23 cents. I expect lower and lower unless there's a massive pump, and I won't get excited on the pump. I'm only going to get excited if that pump recovers 23 cents. Until then, guys, I don't hold altcoins anyways, but I wouldn't want to in a situation like this where the market is bearish. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you want to learn my strategy or to request as much TA and ask as many questions as you want. Check out the Discord, my ebook if you want to do it at your own pace learning strategy, or sit with me live doing a one-to-one video call with myself.